I didn't end my engagement over something small. I ended it because my fiancé wanted a break to see if her ex was a better option. Hello, everyone. After what feels like forever, I finally decided to talk about what's been going on with me lately. Here's the thing, until recently, I really thought I was about to marry the love of my life, Mia, 26F. We had been together for 4 years, and for most of that time I believed we were solid, but now I'm sitting here wondering how I didn't see any of this sooner. Mia and I met at a birthday party through a mutual friend. She was funny, confident, and very direct, which I liked. I had dated before, but no one connected with me like she did. Things moved quickly, and after about a year, we moved in together. It felt natural, like we were on the same page about careers, marriage, and eventually having a family. She worked as a freelance designer, and I worked as a project manager at a tech company, so our schedules were pretty similar. Life wasn't anything special, but it was comfortable. We enjoyed it. We had talked about getting married for a while, but it wasn't until last year that I proposed. Nothing big, just dinner at home, just the two of us. Mia seemed happy. She cried, hugged me, and said yes. That same night we started imagining the future. A fall wedding, small guest list, a nice venue by the lake. It felt like everything was coming together, or at least I thought so. The first red flags were small, easy to miss, the kind of things you ignore because you don't want to overthink. For example, Mia's excitement about planning the wedding slowly faded. At first she was into it, sending Pinterest boards, looking at dresses, asking small questions like whether I preferred tulips or roses. Then suddenly it stopped. I'd ask things like, "Did you pick your bridesmaids yet?" She'd just shrug. "Not yet, still thinking." Same thing with the dress, the cake, the music. Every decision we were excited about became something she kept delaying. "There's still time," she'd say. The wedding started to feel like an afterthought. At the time I told myself it was just stress. Planning a wedding is a lot, right? And she had work stuff going on. I thought she'd snap out of it. What I didn't realize was it wasn't about the wedding. It was about us. The real moment that hit me happened one night when we were out with friends. Someone suggested playing one of those TikTok games where you answer personal questions. Everything was fine until someone asked if you could relive one relationship. Which would it be? Without thinking, Mia said, "Probably Ryan." Just like that. Ryan, her college ex, the same guy who cheated on her. The table went quiet. She laughed awkwardly and tried to fix it. "I mean, not that I'd want to. It's just a big part of my past." I wanted to call it out right there, but we were with friends, so I let it go. Later, when we were alone, I asked her, "What was that about? Why Ryan?" She shrugged like it didn't matter. "It was just a stupid game. Don't take it seriously." Then she changed the subject. I didn't push it. I didn't want to start a fight over something small, but it stayed in my head. After that, her behavior got harder to ignore. She was on her phone more, smiling at messages, coming up with vague excuses. "Sorry, I have work tonight. I promised my mom I'd visit this weekend." Nothing suspicious on its own, but it kept stacking up. It felt like I wasn't a priority anymore. Then came Friday night. I got home early, actually excited to spend time together. Thought we'd order food, watch something, just relax. But when I walked in, something felt off. She was on the couch with her laptop, not working, just staring at the screen. "Hey, I'm home," I said. "You're early," she replied. Didn't sound happy. I ignored it and went to the kitchen, but the silence felt heavy. Usually she'd ask about my day. This time, nothing. Finally I asked, "Everything okay?" She closed the laptop. "Actually, we need to talk." And my stomach dropped. You know that feeling when you know something bad is coming, but you can't stop it? That was me. I sat down. "All right, what is it?" She paused, then said it. "I've been thinking about us. And about Ryan." I almost laughed. "Ryan, seriously? What about him?" She looked away. "I think I need time. I want to take a break and see if there's still something there." I just stared at her. "You want a break to go back to your ex? We're engaged." "It's not like that," she said quickly. "I just need to be sure I'm making the right choice. And if it doesn't work, I'll come back." That's when it hit me. She expected me to wait, to sit there while she decided if I was good enough. Something in me switched. I didn't yell, didn't explode, just sat there thinking, how did I not see this? Finally I asked, "What does this break even mean?" She straightened a bit. "I need space. I'll see if my feelings for Ryan are real. You can also think about us." I stared at her. "So you go date your ex, and I sit here and think." She sighed. "This isn't about you doing something wrong. It's about me figuring out what I need. Sounded rehearsed. You know how crazy that sounds. I said, you don't put your fiancé on hold to test someone else. I'm not asking, she said. I'm telling you. That hit different. Now I was angry. I stood up. So what, you're going to him? I don't know yet. I just need clarity. After 4 years, you need clarity. Yes. I laughed. And what about me? We're building a life and now you need to test your ex. I never said you weren't enough, she said, raising her voice. But I need to be sure, and I'm not. That was it. She wasn't just curious. She wasn't sure about me. After 4 years. Still not sure. I looked at her. Fine, I said. Take your break. She looked surprised. I'm not trying to hurt you, she said. I know, I replied. Do what you need. She paused, like she expected me to fight. I didn't. I'll stay at my mom's, she said. We'll talk later. Okay. She packed her things. A few minutes later, the door closed. She was gone. She probably thought I'd wait. She was wrong. She could have her fantasy. I had other plans. I'll update when things are in motion. This is not going to end the way she thinks. Update 1. Thanks to everyone who replied to my last post. A lot has happened this week. So here's what's going on. First of all, I appreciate the support. A lot of you said not to sit around and wait. You were right. I didn't. First thing I did was call my friend Noah. He's been my best friend since college, and he doesn't sugarcoat anything. After I told him everything, he came over with pizza, and we spent the night talking. At one point he said, you do realize she's going to try to come back when things don't work. Out with Ryan, right? Yeah, he was right. The more we talked, the clearer it became. I needed to act. This wasn't even about revenge anymore. It was about taking control back. So I started with the house. Mia likes to act like it's ours, talking about the decorations and things she picked. But the house is fully in my name. I'm the one paying for it. So Monday morning, I called a realtor. They came by, looked at everything, and we listed it right away. The market is good right now, so there's already interest. Mia has no idea. She probably thinks I'm still sitting. They're waiting for her to figure things out. Next step was removing her from my life. All the decorations she insisted on. Gone. Those pillows she loved. Donated. Her clothes and stuff she left behind. I packed everything carefully, but instead of dropping it off myself, I hired movers. They delivered everything to her mom's place with a short note. Here's your stuff. Good luck with Ryan. Some people might think that's petty. I don't. I'm not trying to get back at her. I'm just moving on. She wanted space. Now she has it. Then friends started asking questions. I didn't lie. I didn't trash her. I just told the truth. She wanted a break to explore things with her ex. I decided I'm not a backup option. That's it. No drama, just facts. And it's funny how fast people understand when you say it like that. I also made moves at work. I applied for a transfer to our West Coast office. I had been thinking about it for a while. If the house sells, and it probably will, and I get the job, I'm leaving, starting over somewhere new. Meanwhile, Mia started reaching out. At first, simple messages. Hope you're okay. Then more messages when she realized I wasn't just sitting around. Yesterday, she called me after her mom, told her about the boxes. What are you doing? Why are you acting like this is over? I kept it simple. Because it is. She started crying. Said she just needed time. That I was moving too fast. That this isn't what she meant. So I asked her, what did you expect? That I'd sit here while you figure things out with someone else? That's not fair, she said. What if I realize you're the one I want? I told her, then you'll learn not to take people for granted. And I hung up. The weird part is, I'm not even that angry anymore. I feel lighter. Every box I pack, every step I take, it feels like I'm getting myself back. Noah came over again to help me pack. He looked at me and said, you seem different. He's right. I am. At first, I felt like everything was falling apart. Now I see it differently. It wasn't my life falling apart. It was the illusion. I still have more emotion, but I'll talk about that in the next update. For now, I'll say this. If someone treats you like an option, remove yourself. I don't think this is going to go the way Mia expects. Update 2. Thanks again for all the feedback. Things escalated, so here's what happened. Remember I said I applied for the West Coast transfer. I got it. Perfect timing. The house is already under contract. Closing is next month. But that's not even the most interesting part. What's interesting is how Mia's situation with Ryan is going. Through mutual friends, I found out it's not what she expected. He hasn't changed. Still the same guy who cheated on her. And then it got better. Mia started posting on social media vague quotes about finding herself and following her heart. You know the type. So I made one post. Life update, accepted a position. In San Francisco, new chapter. That's it. After that, messages started coming in. People congratulating me, asking about the move, asking about Mia. I kept it simple. We're not together. She wanted to explore other options. So I am too. That was enough. People understood, especially compared to her vague posts. Then came work. Mia works freelance. Most of her jobs come from referrals. One of our mutual contacts, Sarah, reached out. We met and she asked, what actually happened? Something feels off. So I told her. About Ryan. About the break. Her reaction said everything. By the end of the week, clients started pulling back. Not because I trashed her. Because people don't trust someone like that. Mia noticed. Her messages got more frequent, more emotional. Why are you telling people about Ryan? You're ruining my reputation. I replied once. You got your space. What I do with mine isn't your concern. Then came the turning point. Ryan posted a picture of them together, at the same place where Mia and I had our first date. That said enough. The post didn't stay up long. Didn't matter. People saw it. Whatever support she had left, gone. Even her sister reached out. I'm sorry, you deserve better. And the funny part, I didn't do anything. I just told the truth. That's it. Then Mia showed up at my office, crying. I made a mistake. I was scared. I thought I needed to know if there was something better. I was wrong. I just looked at her. No, the best thing that happened to me is seeing who you really are before marriage. She tried to fix it. Therapy, promises, everything. I shook my head. This isn't about Ryan. It's about you keeping me as a backup. She left upset. I felt fine. House closes soon. Most of my stuff packed. New life starts in a month. Some people say I'm being harsh. This was a mistake. No, it wasn't. It was a choice. Every message, every lie, every step. All choices. One more update after everything is done. For now, best revenge isn't getting even. It's moving on. And that's what I'm doing. Update 3. Thanks to everyone who followed the story. This is the final update. San Francisco is exactly what I hoped. New place, great view, good people. No drama. Just focus. But here's how everything ended. The house sold, even above asking price. Mia didn't believe it until she saw new owners move in. Then it hit her, and then something unexpected happened. Ryan messaged me. Yeah, him. He said Mia contacted him months before the break. So this wasn't sudden. She planned it, set it up, made sure she had a backup. And the best part, he ended things with her. His words basically were, if she can do this to you, she'll do it to anyone. Even he didn't trust her. Work-wise, things got worse for her. Clients moved on. Word spread. One of her bigger clients even asked me for recommendations. I gave them someone else. They got the job. Mia's social media. A mess. Sad posts. Then angry posts. Then fake I'm happy posts. At one point she said she was starting her own business. 3 days later, she was applying for jobs. Her sister reached out again. She thought you'd wait, when you didn't. It broke her. That says everything. One funny moment, friends told me. She was at a cafe trying to explain why her portfolio site was down. I set it up. I managed it. It expired. She didn't know what to do. Not my problem. My life now. Climbing club. Learning Spanish. Got a dog, Zeus. Better company than my ex. Even got invited to speak at an event. Wouldn't have happened if I stayed. That's the difference. I had one last interaction with her. She emailed asking for old photos. Said, those 4 years meant something. I replied, they did. They showed me what I don't want. Some people say I'm too harsh. I don't agree. This wasn't confusion. This was planned. She chose to keep me as backup. That's not something you fix. That's something you walk away from. Biggest lesson. Sometimes the worst thing that happens saves you. If I married her, I'd find out later. Worse. Now, new city, new life. No regrets. Pain's gone. Just relief. So if you're in something like this, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Don't wait. Don't be an option. That's it. This chapter is done.